Welcome, everyone, to a very special edition of Saved by the Bell. No, it's not Saved by the Bell. It's Around the Effing Galaxy. Put on your seatbelts because we're about to take off.
And we're take off.
Around the Effing Galaxy.
Boom!
I feel like maybe Stardust should be there saying that. The Effing Galaxy.
Do you know how soothing that actually is, though? Every time that intro plays, I just feel like going, I am so chilled out by the now.
That's a compliment to my voice. Then I have a soothing voice.
You've got a very sweet, soothing voice.
Thank you so much. I'm, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that bubbled up. Oh, sorry. I'm that gingered up. This is the first time I've screwed this up in a long time. Let me try it again. I am that gingered up, bubbly cracker son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Did you say Canada Dry then? Sorry. What?
I'm that cracker son of a bitch. Canada Dry.
Is this the first time you've done this?
This is the third time I'm cracker son of a bitch Canada Dry.
Okay, of course. And I'm, of course, the magician Liam Wake. And you guys can find me literally at some point through the week. I'm just literally on the show always. But as always, it's great to spend Friday with my good friend Canada Dry.
Now, let's just take a poll here.
Okay.
So what's better? Cracker Canada Dry?
Mm-hmm.
White trash Canada Dry? Or honky Canada Dry?
It's got to be Cracker Canada Dry. It's more easy
Yeah,
to say.
Crackers and Canada Dry go, right?
There you go.
Yeah, your crackers. Nope. Drink your Canada Dry.
Cracker.
He's just a red. He's just a red logo. Oh, there we go. It wasn't showing up at first.
Oh dear. And do you know what's really been bugging me this week is Stan's been really messaging me all week saying, Aqua, I'm not on the show again. I'm like, dude, we've got nothing for you.
Enlightened one is bugging me all the time. He's like, sure, you use my mask as a backdrop, but I don't get to be on the show. He's complaining. Should we let them do the intro next week?
Do you know what? I mean, we'll have to speak to the interns. You know what I mean? It's these guys who have obviously planned the show. We just show up, to be honest.
Isn't it nice to have interns that plan the show? They don't get paid, and we take all the credit.
No, you're supposed to say that they do get paid. We're live, remember?
Oh, they think they're going to get money for this. Oh, my goodness.
And I've just been told by actually the interns, weirdly enough, we've got somebody backstage. He hasn't been on for a while. Caleb Bain?
PCB, Professor Caleb Bain.
Here he is.
Caleb Bain, how are you doing?
I'm awesome, Aaron.
What does my name say? Does my name say Aaron there?
Oh, Mr. Donald Drive.
Mr. Canada Drive. I swerve when I drive. All right. So, Professor, how did you get that name, anyways? Professor Caleb Bain.
I decided to be the best who I am on the legendary.
You're legendary. So, like, how'd you get to professor? Do you have a master's?
Yes, for pro wrestling entertainment.
Oh, a master's in pro wrestling entertainment. So the reason you're calling in today is you just finished your first day of wrestling school. How'd it go?
Doing real well.
Did you run the ropes?
I did the top on the wall, the bottom of the wall. I have fun.
You did. Was it painful?
It was, but I not giving up.
You're not giving up?
No.
Yeah, because you want to get your ex-girlfriend back, don't you?
Yes, I do. Baby Barry.
Yeah, like this is the love of your life.
My heart is very happy right now.
Yeah. You have any questions for him, Liam?
So, what was the first bump like? What was that like?
Was good. Mr. Donald Wise' wife trained me real well. Um, I'm happy for her to helping me out.
Did he say your wife?
I think he's referring to Miss Markova.
Oh yeah.
uh, yeah. Did you learn any moves?
Yes, I did.
Which move did you learn?
The suplex,
Yeah.
um, DDT on the top
Oh, you
rope.
learned a DDT on the first day.
Yes, I did. I did well.
This
Oh.
man has learned so much on his first day. I dread to think what he's going to be like when he's in a year.
Some people talk about running the ropes as very painful on your back when you run the ropes. Was it painful?
It was for first, but not a second time.
Do you have any bruises?
No, I am. I just keep fighting. So
Just keep fighting. Now, was our friend Shane at the wrestling school that day, or did he hasn't started yet?
he didn't start yet, but he's giving me free McDonald's food.
He's giving you free McDonald's food.
Yes, he is.
Wow,
Hey, Mom.
Like, why is he giving you free McDonald's food?
Because I work hard every day.
Hey, I work hard every day too, and no one gives me McDonald's. Do you work? You get free McDonald's food for working hard, Liam?
Do I, heck? No, I don't.
All right, thanks for the update, Caleb. We'll have to get you on the show when Shane is available, and we can find out about this McDonald's fiasco.
Awesome. Have a great outro, everybody.
Cheers,
All
pal.
right, we'll see you later.
See you.
Maybe that should be like a weekly thing. Do you know, like a checkup? Do you want to see what's going on?
Definitely, I want to know more about this, and we'll get more updates from Caleb Bain as he trains to become a professional wrestler.
There you go. There you go. Right, then we've done rambling on a little bit. Shall we get into that thing which is obviously now 2 week old because it obviously was out of action for a couple of weeks?
Yes, the vault is back. It's running smoothly again, and I forgot the password.
Do you know something? So have I. But anyway, here's the intro.
Like it's time to open up the vault.
Do you know the combination?
I remembered the password.
I haven't.
Here, Katie. That's the password.
That kind of makes sense now because I was what the tiger's in there.
Yes, that's how I remembered it when the tiger roared. So this first one is kind of ties into what Caleb was saying.
Mm-hmm. Supersize, is that correct?
Yes. So, what is his name? His name is Morgan Spurlock.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, Morgan Spurlock has died at the age of 53.
Which, when you think about it, really is no age, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so he made Super Size Me 2. He made a bunch of great documentaries, and it's kind of sad that to die 53. That's young.
It is, and like I said, I mean, I've not seen these movies, but I obviously have heard a lot of good stuff about them. But it's just that age just really sticks with you. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow, life's too short, man.
Yeah, life is short, and like I think you really can't take things for granted. I highly recommend, like, if you don't watch any of the other movies that he's made, that's fine. But watch Super Size Me. It's a real eye opener.
Absolutely. I forgot what it actually. Can you tell people obviously what it's about for people who's not familiar with it?
Okay, so the rule is he has to have McDonald's for every meal. And if they ask, would you like it supersized? He has to say yes. And you can't get any salads.
Okay, that sounds weird.
And then you find out the health ramifications that it takes on his body.
Okay, so is there like a hidden message to it then?
Yes, it's just like you got to clean up your act and eat healthier and blah, blah, blah. Like he was a healthy guy before the documentary. and he's going to a doctor, and they're like, dude, this is fucking with your system, and he's like, don't think you should continue this documentary, it's not good. And it's just like, and then people are eating this every day for all their meals.
Wow. Do you know what? I think that's definitely something I'm going to check out because I like John movies, though. Is that a documentary or an actual movie? Sorry.
It's a documentary.
A documentary, yeah. So I kind of like that type of stuff where, there's a big hidden meaning behind it.
Noob made a comment here. He watched this during his health class in high school.
There you go. So it's very educational for people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So another McDonald's sort of theme.
Yeah.
In the vault. We got a jabroni T-shirt with the golden arches on it.
Do you mean something like this?
Yes. So like this T-shirt is getting spoken very highly of. Everyone kind of wants it. Christian Grass of FTW Wrestling School, he's getting one. Like this seems to be everyone's favorite.
But that's not the only design. We've got 3 more, I believe.
Well, okay, I want to know which one's your favorite of these two. So let's see the next one.
Okay, this one.
This one is I'm buying this for sure.
I just love it. I have no words on that one. I will be honest with you.
Come on, you got the black and white T-shirt with Mickey Mouse on it.
It's cool as well. And then we've got this one.
The comic book store, like the rip on the sticker is just freaking cool.
That is freaking cool. Whoever's actually come up with that design deserves a pay rise, by the way.
Yes, I've come up with all the other ones, but Haney's done that sticker.
Ain't it? You're an absolute legend, by the way, my man. And this next one
I'm not. This is another one. Choke Cola.
You know, when I first saw that, I had to look twice because I thought it said Coke.
Yeah, this is Choke Cola. Not talking about you, CM Punk. Relax.
If I had to pick one, which my favorite is, it's got to be this one for me.
That to me, having a Mickey Mouse shirt and having him do the finger,
it just says a lot, doesn't it? Really, to be honest with you.
But I got to get the jabroni shirt as well. Yeah. I got to get those two. I'll probably have to get the comic book one because.
Hey, that's a point. What did you actually T-shirts did you end up buying with the money the bet we had?
I bought this one, and I bought Haney one as well.
Okay. So
because I just want to thank him because I love this design so much that he deserves it. For me, he deserves it for all the hard work he does for the shirts he does for us.
So, kids, moral of the story: if you're having bets with your friends, be warned, you may lose.
But I'll have to say, I can understand you making that bet for the Cody Rhodes not winning because it looked so bleak at the time.
To be fair, they have dragged it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But, okay. Anyway.
The Rock almost screwed me.
The thing is, it's like I said on one of the previous shows, it wasn't Cody versus Roman. It was essentially Cody versus The Rock.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, that's the way I looked at it anyway. So, anyway, moving on.
All right. So, the vault isn't good without some good cat videos.
We love a good cat video, right?
Yes. This one's funny.
Here we go.
It's pistachio ice cream.
Not only do you have a good
laugh about it. That wasn't cool, and I just thought it was important.
Stop. Wait,
I thought this one was pretty good. The part when the cat was trying to get the food, and he bit the other cat's tongue.
I like the one. For some reason, I like the one where he's just washing his hands. It's just like.
But I really enjoyed the first part where all the cats are getting brain freeze.
The thing is, though, right? There's so many videos online where you can just see cats just absolutely. I think it's one of the most funniest things ever. Do you know what I mean? When you're just like flicking through, because there's just so many things. They're absolutely hilarious. Is Fruit Cat like that? Just out of curiosity.
Sometimes Fruit Cat just sits like this with his tongue out.
It's just essentially going.
Well, sometimes when he's licking himself and cleaning, he forgets to put his tongue all the way back in, and so he shuts his mouth, and this part of his tongue is sticking out.
Okay, that sounds very weird, but anyway. So have we ever got one more video?
We got one more video, and we got our Florida man. So
no, we haven't got another video as well. Remember
we got one video, and we got Florida man.
So this is when I sent Aaron, and
I haven't seen this, so I'm excited to see what it is.
Here we go.
He's so calm.
Yes, he is.
He's almost dying, and he's just so calm. How is this even possible?
Any ideas?
Well, I'm just like, he must have timed it perfectly, or like, is this a trick in video or something? Or
shall I tell you, or shall I just play the next video?
I think you should show me.
Okay, this is the next video. Yeah. That's the same video, but in reverse.
You know what I would have done with him? I would have acted all shocked as I'm doing it. If he's, because then you could make it like scary. He's like, ah! He's like frantically climbing up or down as the train's leaving.
Have you noticed that though when you see videos? Because I think you got me with the video once, which was in reverse, and it's just so baffling.
We thought it was little dinosaurs, but it was meerkats.
Yes, exactly. Do you know what I mean? So there's absolutely crazy videos, you know, when you see stuff like that. There's so many. And when I saw it, I was like, holy crap. And then I thought, I don't know, there's just something telling me it were in reverse. And so I put it in reverse, as you saw in the second video. And yeah, I mean, what do you think?
I think that, I think it's busted.
It's what, sorry?
It's busted.
Do you mean this?
Yes, around the Epic Galaxy busted logo.
I missed that logo. We haven't used that for a while.
Yes, I think this is the first time we've done it on this show.
There you go. It's always there, though. Do you know what I mean? It's always in the background, waiting to be make an appearance. So,
our last one is the one we call Florida Man. We do this weekly. Now, this one is hilarious. So this Florida guy, he goes to flight school to learn how to fly, and he ends up getting a private plane, and this is what he does with it. Show the picture. He travels around 20 miles to make a penis on the radar. That is hilarious.
Sorry, the first joke I thought, well, that must have been a hard landing.
But like the dedication to get that exactly right. We're not talking about a stupid individual here.
Oh no, I mean, the fact he got license and that was the first thing he did is just, I don't even know what to say to that, to be honest with you.
Like he learns to fly just so he can put a penis on the radar.
Dear, I mean, I didn't even look at this comment.
Someone did this over Washington, D.C. as well.
So,
is the Florida Man the original, or is he the copy?
Is he the copycat? Who knows?
I feel like the Florida guy has to be the original, because that's the originator of all crazy things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is now, how do we put that into a knowledge is power moment?
I got it. Okay, kids, come close. You know, you want to you want to grow up and you want to learn how to fly. You want to be a pilot. You want to fly around the effing galaxy. But it's important that you know that if you're gonna draw a penis in the radar, you got to make sure that you got your curves and you got your angles all correct, because it's not going to look like a penis. It'll look like something weird. So make sure you do the work. You scratch and claw like hell, because knowledge is power.
That is definitely better than the original, by the way.
So I was going to be frozen there for a second to mess with you.
Would you say that's better than the old Knowledge is Power video?
Nothing beats this knowledge power. The flames, the logo, it's great.
There you go. There you go. Right, then that's obviously wrapped up all the vault time. Shall we get into the news and stuff like that?
Let's get around to the news and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know.
I think we should make this the news and stuff like that. That's what we should call it.
On news and other shiz.
Well, I just like that you're like the news and stuff like that, and we'll get like a British tone to it.
Oh, come on. How many times have we have a debate like saying stupid British like talk or something like that?
It's time for fish and chips news.
Can't be a bit of fish and chips.
Brought to you by Captain Highliner. That was British. That was Aussie all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was really weird. So we just move along.
Yes. So what do we want to talk about?
So let's obviously get the sad news out of the way. So Jim Ross has obviously, unfortunately, had to go into A&E, to be honest with you. Shortness of breath. Now, I was quite really shocked with this. I remember reading it going, oh my God. But I mean, we know obviously he's got health problems and stuff like that, but he's still not nice to see, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the shortness of breath isn't something to mess around with either. So I just hope that. How old is JR?
I will do someone check for you. Just give me a second.
If you're in the comments and you beat him, let us know how old he is. We got dead air here, so I'm just gonna talk to you about my feelings.
Okay, go ahead.
My feelings are I love JR. I think he's a legend in this business. I don't know how much more he has to offer the wrestling business at this point. Like he's not the best commentator anymore, but he's good to have around for like interviews and stuff.
He's 72, by the way.
He's only 72.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right there. I feel like, we've said that he's not as good as he used to be, but the knowledge side, it can't be underestimated, to be honest with you. I mean, the guy did so much, obviously, in WWE and stuff like that. So if he knows business side and stuff like that, he's definitely the man for that.
I think he's a good guy to have around for certain things. For a consulting role or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to see him retire just completely, because I think it'll kill him.
Do you reckon?
I think he needs to be part of this in order to keep living. Like, what does he have to live for if he's not doing this?
Wow. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I've never actually looked at it that way.
Yeah, I think he needs this to continue living.
Wow. I mean, there's not obviously much you can really say to that. So, I mean, we have obviously got a little clip here from his Twitter. Daddy and his two angels, they truly love their daddy. And, I mean...
These are JR's daughters?
Yes. There you go.
You can kind of see it in the nose.
Yeah, I'd have gone with a smile, like, but, you know...
No, but you can see, like... Because
facial features.
Really, yeah. I don't really think I've seen JR smile too much, so... Have you ever seen JR smile, honestly?
In the olden days, yes.
Back in the old WCW days.
But yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, like I said, I mean, JR knows himself what he wants to do. Obviously, if he has to retire for his own well-being, I mean,
Yeah.
72 though, it's no age to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? He's been around a bit. Do you know what I mean? He's got the experience and stuff.
But you got like some presidents that are older than that, so
Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. But what do you think? What do you think's next for him? To be honest with you,
I'm hoping he's still around in WCW in some. Not I said WCW, AEW in some form because he is a treasure. Um, I just want him in some capacity to be part of it because honestly, I don't think he has much left if he doesn't have wrestling.
wow. But I've always is like I said, Jim, rest up really, really well. Do you know what I mean? Health is obviously more important than anything. I've always said that, and I do wish you the well. I know Canada Dry wishes you well. I know the whole channel here wishes him well.
But you also think about this. He's been doing this his whole adult life.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all he's ever known.
And I think the weird part is for me when I think about it now is he's part of my childhood. I mean, the two commentators I always remember is obviously Jerry Lawler and obviously Jim Ross.
And Tony Schiavone for me in the WCW days.
Yeah, I'm outside WWE. There's obviously all the other ones like that. But I'm just talking from a WWE's point of view.
Yeah. I grew up to Vince McMahon and Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
So,
but that's the thing, though. Do you know what I mean? Back in them days, there were so many great, commentators and stuff like that.
Speaking of Jesse Ventura, he could be making a comeback to WWE.
Is it a role or is it an announcer?
I think it's some sort of Legends deal.
Interesting. I don't know who's going to gain from that. What's to gain from that? To be honest with you.
Well, listen, WWE, they want to get as many of those legends under contract because it's for video games.
Yeah,
you want as many possible characters as and also merchandising, like the legends, making legendary wrestlers and making figures.
Yeah,
that's money.
Yeah, I mean that's possible.
Like because wrestling figure collectors, they want everything.
Really? Okay.
That's like they don't pick and choose. I only collect AJ Styles, right? They don't. If they're collecting the figures, they want everything available.
Wow. Okay. I never looked at it that way, but yeah, I mean, everybody loves obviously Ventura and stuff like that, but remains to be seen. I mean, like I said, we don't know all the ins and outs, with the Legends deal, but I guess we shall see on that one.
How many wrestling figures do you own?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so you're not big on collecting the wrestling figures.
I'm more into the autograph type thing, as you could probably see one behind me now.
Yeah. So you're not like Matt Cardona, where you're collecting everything.
How many do you actually collect figures?
No, because I'm so all over the place with my collection.
Mm-hmm.
I collect Batmobiles. I collect vintage stuff. Superheroes, wrestling, hockey. So I'm all over the place that I can't narrow down on one certain thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like if I like it at the time, I'll buy it.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, obviously everyone knows my absolute favorite figure, which is the half Goldust, half Dustin.
That's a neat piece.
Have I actually ever told you the story behind that? How I came to obviously acquire it?
No, but you got to tell the viewers now.
So it's a bit of a funny story, really. So this is a thing called when you don't read the description on eBay. So I was flicking through eBay and stuff like that, and I mean, I've been a big Goldust fan, for years to come, and I just basically bid on it, and I can't remember exactly how much the price was, and I didn't look at the description, I didn't look at the picture, and it arrived, and I just remember looking at it going, that looks a bit obscure, and then I tried looking at it online, and it turns out it's half Goldust, half Dustin, and it's one of my absolute favorite pieces. It's one I will probably never part with, to be honest with you, as well. So yeah. True fact there, by the way. I only required that because I didn't read the description on eBay.
It happens. What else we got in the news?
Sorry, so as you were talking there, I was just looking through, see what we've got. And PW Insider is reporting that World Wrestling Entertainment is basically there's some more cuts coming from WWE, but there's no names mentioned yet.
Now, they cut a bunch of corporate people yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were massive layoffs in the corporate section of WWE yesterday.
Right. Okay.
So no one we really know because we don't know these corporate schlubs for most of the part. We know the wrestlers, right?
Yep, that's obviously true. But
So this is reporting that there's more talent cuts coming. Is what you're saying?
Yes, this is reported by PW Insider. It's reporting that World Wrestling Entertainment let go of a number of employees. There's a few layoffs, including some long-standing employees. We have not confirmed the divisions involved, but it was believed that one source to be more than one area of the company. So who knows? There could be more people. There could be people what you mentioned there.
Okay, so it's probably not wrestlers then.
Possibly not. But I feel like I've got a feeling there's going to be some more wrestlers to come.
We got Shayna Y. Let's see this comment.
Okay, here we go.
Caleb loves Red Rockets.
Is there a hidden meaning there? And I don't know about it.
I think that's a popsicle of some sort. Is it or a popsicle or a sucker? Is that what a Red Rocket is?
It possibly could. I mean, who knows?
Maybe Shane will come on one day and explain what a Red Rocket is.
There you go. Yeah. So we'll obviously move along and stuff like that. And where should we go? Well, apparently,
Why don't we talk about Kenny Omega?
You can do. I mean, what do you want to talk about Omega with?
Bang! It's funny because DraftKings had a screw up in their form.
In what sense?
Is they said who will hit their finisher first, and they included Kenny Omega in their thing.
Oh Jesus! Come on,
Kenny Omega's not in the match.
How can you screw that up so badly?
But it helped me because I'm picking none of them because Kenny Omega kind of brings the odds down on picking one of them.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So anyway, Kenny Omega underwent surgery last week to help the recovery from diverticulitis.
I can't pronounce it. I thought I could. Diverticulitis. I can't do it.
Anyway, this is also
everyone knows what he's suffering from diverticulitis.
And this is also reported by Fightful, but I don't think we're going to see Kenny, anytime soon. We know obviously the big, injury thing with him, but it seems like he just can't seem to catch a break there at the moment.
Well, we knew that the surgery was coming.
Yep.
I think the idea is to get back for All In.
Yep.
So he's got 3 months to get ready for that.
Sorry, I was reading the key.
Oh, he's on his smoke break at work. Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, it could be months before we see him back. But I mean, I miss Kenny Omega. I'm a huge Kenny Omega fan anyway.
Yeah. Now, speaking of All In, you got Okada, you got Kenny Omega. Who's winning?
Ooh, wow. If I had to choose somebody, it would be Omega.
Well, especially if it's his first match back. You got to put him over.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that'd be bad booking, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But
now, we got our prediction show coming on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You're a big Will Ospreay guy.
Of course I am. You know that.
He's your favorite wrestler.
He is.
So, I was talking to Shane earlier, and he's like, I don't know how he thinks this, but he's like, I don't think Will Ospreay will win.
Why?
I'm like, there's no way Will Ospreay doesn't win. Tony Khan's a tremendous mark for this guy.
Yeah.
He's at very least winning this title and having a healthy run.
Yeah, I cannot look past Will Ospreay winning, and I'm not just saying that because he's from the UK. I mean, I've met the guy, so I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, and like, what do you think of Strong's run with this title?
I think it's been very underwhelming, to be honest with you.
Like, you came off this tremendous run with Orange Cassidy.
Yep.
John Moxley wins it. Then was it Ray Phoenix wins it?
Yep.
And then did John Moxley win it back?
I'd have to look at the title
And
history.
then Orange Cassidy won it back. And then so it kind of hasn't had that power that it had with the original Orange Cassidy run.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Will Ospreay could bring the shine back on that championship.
Oh, absolutely. But you know the one match I'm also looking forward to this weekend as well is the Adam Copeland and Malachi Black match.
To me, that is going to steal the show.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm a huge Malachi Black fan.
I don't want to talk about the ending because I want to save it for Sunday, but I am excited about this match.
Yeah, definitely. So, as you just mentioned there, you got your prediction show obviously on Sunday.
Yes.
Sorry, you looked a bit. Are you all right? You looked a bit out of it then.
No, I was just saying yes.
Oh, okay.
I see where you were going with this.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll obviously move along. And Wrestling Observer newsletter has obviously come out with something about AEW, and this might have a nice little debate between us. So it says AEW went from a fun place to work with great backstage camaraderie when WWE talent, for the most part, were walking in on eggshells to a place with a lot of frustration from wrestlers making a nice and even great living, but not getting anywhere near the ring time, nor upward mobility hoped for. What do you think to that comment?
I think there's like, since AEW doesn't do the house shows, that hurts the ring time for a lot of these stars.
Yeah.
And you have just so many people working there that there's not enough TV to get everyone on.
Yeah, which is fair.
So like, you need to make some cuts, some hard decisions on who your top guys are, who your jobbers are, who your mid card guys are, and who your lower card guys are, and you need and who's fodder for the chopping block. And I think Tony's afraid to make those hard decisions.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we said it before. I mean, Tony's obviously a great guy. It's well documented and all that. But it needs to, for me personally, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, he needs to get into that boss-like mind frame. Do you know what I mean? As you just mentioned there, he does need to make the hard decisions. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be hard.
You know what the funny thing about this is? He does it really well in football.
Yep.
In both football and American football.
Yep.
He does it very well there. He cuts the people that aren't needed on the team no more, and promotes someone better. So he needs to, like, because his love of wrestling, he wants to have everyone. But like, I think he's making that transition because originally he said he wouldn't skip out of contracts and release people, but I don't think that either. You don't sign people for as long if you don't believe in them.
Yeah.
Like, you don't sign someone that you're like not 100% they're going to be a star. You don't sign them for 3-4 years. Maybe you sign them for a year or 2 years.
Yeah, which is fair.
So you just sign them for less. So you don't have, you're still honoring the contract, but you're not cutting them. But sometimes cuts need to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the only issue I've got with that is I think Tony needs to get that experience behind him. He's got the experienced heads, around him and stuff like that, to learn and stuff. So it is a learning curve, I will be honest with like that. And yeah, I think you're spot on with what you said there with the cuts. Cuts obviously will happen.
I think I smell another show coming. We have to do trim the fat again.
I thought you already did that. I thought that was the whole show.
I know, but we have to do it again because obviously Tony didn't listen.
There you go. I mean, the thing is, I could look at that roster and I could probably pull a good 20 or 30 to release. I'm not going to mention names because I'm not that type of
Okay,
guy.
so you
but-
have some obvious ones that are not going to be there. Like
Yep.
Not Tony Starks. That's Iron Man. Ricky Starks.
Yep.
I think he's going to be in WWE soon.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think MGF is going to be in WWE as well at some point. I really do.
Well, MJF's just signed a new contract, so I don't think it's anytime soon.
But thing is, I mean, and money talks and stuff like that. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, and as long as AEW is paying him, I don't see why he would.
But I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot.
Like
that
the only
obviously
way is
going up.
if AEW goes down the complete shitter.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, yeah. If they go down the complete shitter, then you're gonna have people trying to get out of their contract and want to go to. But I don't see that happening. If AEW is going down the shitter, wrestling is going down the shitter because no one wants a place where you don't have no alternative.
I mean, there is obviously alternative outside. Obviously, AEW and WWE. You've obviously got Ring of Honor. Well, you could say Ring of Honor. Obviously, TNA is doing good stuff. There's also the indie side, which is a good, but MLW. This is just the
No,
one.
but let's be honest. If AEW failed, wrestling in whole fails.
Do you want to elaborate on that? What you mean?
Okay, so like WWE, if it goes unchecked, it has a monopoly, right?
Okay.
If there's no AEW, there's a monopoly that WWE has. And when you have a monopoly, you don't have to offer great wrestling. You can put out whatever you want, and the fans just have to eat it.
I don't like that way of thinking. I'll be honest with you.
That's just how it is, though.
Right. Okay.
That's how it is. When WWE was the only game in town, and TNA was kind of like the distant second,
Mm-hmm.
WWE didn't need to put out great products.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of on point with that. But I mean,
like,
because
like when I'll give you an if there's only one TV cable station where you can get your TV, or there's only one cell phone provider, you like this is how much it is. Too bad.
Yeah,
they can put the price. They set it at how much, and you don't have a choice because there's no other competition.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
the
what I
thing
mean.
is, let's be honest though, and I'm going to be truthfully honest here. Do you think at the moment AEW can be a competitor to WWE? Truthfully,
Not a direct like WCW was in that 83 weeks,
okay.
but it is definitely a solid alternative.
Yeah, and I like that comment there. It is definitely a solid alternative, so I
Like,
kind of agree with that.
If you don't like the how WWE does things, you still have a good wrestling show to watch.
Yeah, you could
And like
say about it.
and WWE's got 50 years of like building up this thing. AEW has 5. So
There you go. So it's always going to be it's going to be like this debate for ages. So
yeah, it's not like 1A and 1B. It's A and it's B.
There you go. So we'll move along because we've obviously got a couple more things to talk about. And this guy is obviously his title reign. Logan Paul. Now I think he's coming up to 200 days. I could be wrong about that. Now, the one thing I want to point out about this:
how many title reigns? How many championships has he defended this thing?
It's defended it quite well, but I just want to point out one thing here. By the way, this is a guy that's actually proven me wrong.
I've got to find out how many times he's defended this thing.
Yeah, have a look. So anyway, I'll obviously chat some like random shit anyway. Because when this guy obviously got into wrestling, I was like, oh my God, is this just going to be a comedy spick? But I've got to be honest, this guy's taking it very seriously. He's great in the ring. I mean, personality-wise, I can think the guy's a dick, to be honest with you. But no, I think he has actually proven me wrong a lot. I mean, what do you think?
So Logan Paul has defended his title twice.
Oh, okay then.
Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble 2024,
Yep.
and Randy Orton at WrestleMania 40.
Wow. Okay. And how many days did it say?
Owens and Randy Orton at 40.
I mean,
And
to
he
be
has 200,
fair,
200 days as WWE United States Champion.
okay, this is kind of like that took a 360 to be honest with you.
Yes, I'm sorry. That's not a lot.
But you could make that argument with obviously Roman Reigns as well. I mean, he was the champion for so long, and he only defended it a handful of times.
And so they figured a way to not have him lose the belt at Saudi Arabia tomorrow because he's not defending it to Cody Rhodes.
But yeah, if you look at the weird thing is about that is if you look on the WWE's website, it does actually say champion versus champion.
Yes, but they last SmackDown they had him switch the contract and Cody signed it.
Okay, that's a bit confusing, to be honest with you.
Because I guess they changed their minds and they're like, "There's no point in putting two belts on Cody."
It is that is actually confusing. I will be honest with you.
Yeah. So, this pay-per-view tomorrow is, I think it's going to be weak.
Do you reckon?
Well, you got the finals of the King and Queen of the Ring. You have the Cody match. What else you got?
That's the only ones I remember, to be honest.
Yeah. So, like, if anyone else has any other matches, let us know. Let me just look at the card. Can you find the card on there?
Give me a second. Yeah, let me have a look. Just chat some like nice stuff.
What kind of stuff do you guys want me to talk about? I've been collecting bad candy.
Why would you collect bad candy, you weirdo?
Well, because my friend comes over and I feed it to him. I'm like, "You want to try this bad candy?" He's like, "Sure." And I just want to see what stuff he'll eat.
Right. Okay. I've got the card. Now we're going to talk about this as well. There's been a match obviously added as well. So Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill will verse Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell for the tag team championships. That's obviously on the pre-show. Which might be a bit.
They don't do pre-shows anymore, I thought.
No, this is definitely it's got a P side of it. So this is a part of a pre-show.
Okay, they're doing pre-show this time.
Gunther versus Randy Orton. Lyra Valkyria, if I said that right, versus Nia Jax. Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. Sammy versus Chad Gable with Otis versus Bronson Reed for the IC
Liv Morgan
title.
versus who?
Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch.
That match, that I kind of like that one.
Yeah, and then of course Cody versus Logan. I will be honest, when you look at this actual card, I mean, it looks very predictable, if I'm being honest with you.
The only one that I'm not sure of is Liv and Becky.
Do you reckon?
Is it for the world title?
It's for the women's title, yes.
I don't think Liv wins it there. I think it's too soon.
But do you think the rest of it is kind of like, predictable?
Yeah, I do. I think it's very predictable. We did Jade and Bianca win.
Yep.
Nia wins.
Yep.
Gunther wins.
Wait, did you say Nia wins? So that's the Queen of the Ring tournament winner?
I think Nia is going to win the Queen of the Ring.
Okay.
Against who?
Lyra Valkyria.
See, I don't even know who that is. She's new, right?
She's from NXT.
Yeah. So I don't think she's beating Nia.
Gunther and Randy.
Don't you think it would be good to have Nia have something significant like that?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I'm not a fan.
Oh. I just like a big woman getting a something.
But other than that, looking at the card, yeah, you got your big names, but it looks predictable and it looks very underwhelming, if I'm being honest with you.
Cody and Logan. It should be a good match.
Yeah, I guess.
But Cody's winning.
Again, it kind of leads back to what I've just mentioned there. It's predictable.
Yeah.
So
here's a question for you.
Go ahead.
Has Cody lost momentum since WrestleMania?
Yes.
Yeah, like to me, he's lost a lot of momentum.
The thing is, I mean, the first thing I saw obviously the night after WrestleMania was the fans were literally booing him because he wasn't holding the title right or something along the lines. I'm like,
Yes, it's so stupid.
yeah,
Like really, because you're not holding the title right, and they're making fun of him because his cry thing. It's part of he's just trying to you don't
I
like
will be
it.
honest. I kind of was critical of that as well.
Yeah, but like that's part of his gimmick. It's fine. You know who else has lost a lot of momentum?
Go ahead.
LA Knight.
Yes, that's the most frustrating one because I'm a huge LA Knight fan.
LA Knight after WrestleMania,
Yep.
after he beats AJ Styles,
Yep.
nothing. They have nothing for him.
Yeah, and that's frustrating because he was so over, with the fans.
Yeah. And that's my thing about this whole after WrestleMania thing.
Sometimes it can
Like,
either go
WWE doesn't know how to book after this. Like Triple H doesn't know how to book after this.
No, you're absolutely right. But I mean, is it better than Vince booking? That's the key one.
I think now, like recent Vince, yes,
Yep.
it's still better, but not by much because Vince wouldn't have anything like this either. Like the whole King of the Ring is it shouldn't even exist.
Yeah, we spoke about it obviously last week's show and stuff like that, and we definitely feel like it's lost its momentum. It's not lost it's lost the value, stuff like that.
Yeah, like we talked about, like Gunther winning. We don't want to see him with a stupid crown, right?
I think he meant the robe thing would, work a bit better.
The what?
The robe.
Yeah, if he's got a robe and even a scepter, I'm fine with the scepter.
Yeah, but the crown thing, no. No,
the crown. Like, I'm even fine if his buddy holds the crown. I said that last week as well.
Yeah, I think that would definitely work. But until obviously after tomorrow's is it tomorrow or is it Sunday the show? I can't remember.
It's tomorrow. So we got a big week of wrestling. We got King and Queen of the Ring tomorrow, and then we got Double or Nothing Sunday.
There you go. So we've got two big shows, to be honest with you. So I've got one more story to obviously end on, and it's Mark Henry's AEW status seems to have obviously come to light and stuff like that. So Tony Khan was asked about it, and this is what he had to say. He said, "I really like Mark," said Khan. "We have a lot to look at internally. I think Mark is a great person. I personally really like him. He's a great media personality, a great wrestler, and a great yeah, I can't say that.
Philanthropist.
That's correct. Thank you for that. I have a ton of respect for him, and has been great in AEW. I have respect for him in and out of the ring." So it's kind of saying he respects him a lot, but he's not giving too much away about his AEW status.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like being someone's friend and respecting them doesn't mean you're coming back.
No, that's true, to be honest with you.
Yeah, like, and that's the hard thing about being a boss is that, like you have to make those hard decisions.
And the thing is, I will be honest, I don't think he's coming back. And I think the busted open thing might be playing a big factor into that because we know Bully is very, very vocal about AEW. We can debate that for another time, but I don't know, man.
And Mark Henry coming on there, and I don't know if he said anything derogatory about AEW or.
I've not seen anything about it.
I'm not really watched the show ever, so I can't comment either way. But like, I don't know what he does behind the scenes.
No idea.
But like, I don't think he's even been doing the let's get ready for the main event thing on Rampage anymore.
No, I don't think he has. I have no idea what he does.
So like, he's not on commentary. He's not front and like, unless he's like, training wrestlers or doing something that's.
Who knows?
Is there really a need for Mark Henry in AEW? Like you say, WCW. We've been talking about WCW a lot in the fall. That's another thing I want to talk briefly on. is the Who Killed WCW Vice series is coming up.
And do you know the funny thing is, we're actually covering the Monday Night Wars tomorrow.
Yeah, so you can maybe talk a bit about this on there as well. To me, we can talk briefly on this. I think after Vince Russo took over, he took over a sinking ship.
Right.
And I don't think anybody could have saved this thing.
Got a phone call there, Paul?
Yeah, I just had to put it on vibrate. That's my Superman ringtone, by the way.
I gathered that, but anyway, please continue with your story.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. I don't think Paul Heyman could have. I don't think Tony Khan could have. I don't think anyone could have saved it at this point.
Okay.
I think Eric Bischoff was good at one thing, and that was the NWO.
Right.
After that, he wasn't good at the other things.
I think with WCW, for me, I feel like it was more higher up, playing big factors and stuff like that.
Well, you had you really had wrestlers that were so anxious to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris Jericho spoke of Eric Bischoff chasing him around with a contract.
Mm-hmm.
And every time Jericho would manage to say, well, I'll talk to you later, and not sign the contract because he knew that he wanted to go to WWE, and that's the thing. If you couldn't have people anxious to get out of your company.
Yeah, the thing is, like I said, we only know what obviously we see on TV. We don't know obviously what went up behind the scenes. We know one thing we do know is a lot of the absolutely shenanigans what came out of there. Finger Poker Doom's a prime example. Hogan basically doing Hogan things. So yeah, there's a lot to really unpack when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it should be interesting because we'll have a lot of behind the scenes talk that we didn't get in, say, the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. And do we know when that's obviously coming out?
I think that's coming up the first week of June, I think.
There you go. That's going in my calendar, ready to watch.
And The Rock is part of this as well.
Okay, interesting. That should be a fun chat.
But
that's everything off my list. Anything else?
Yeah, I think we covered it all. I think we had a good show.
We did. I mean, like I said, the good thing is about this is there's so much news we could cover. We could
Someone
go for
said you sound American.
I do not sound. To be fair, that's actually funny because in school I got said I sound American.
You sound like an American doing a British accent.
So I sound fake.
It's like, can you do an American accent?
I have no idea what an American accent is. I'll be honest.
Can you do a Southern accent like this?
Life like a box of chocolates.
That's the worst. Life is like that's just a nerd.
That's just me coming to like a random thing I've just said there, by the way.
Okay, let's just say it again. Say it again.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Oh my goodness, that's my new ringtone.
There you go. We can actually trim it now. You've got it.
Yeah. So you're talking about WCW, the Monday Night Wars.
That's correct. So obviously, Mr. Isaacs is away on family business. So I've got one of my good friends from the UK, Jim, who's been on the show a few times. He's going to be helping me with that. Yeah, as always, call-ins are always welcome. And I do believe you guys are doing a prediction show.
Yes, we're doing the Double or Nothing prediction show. Me and JFB, we always got a bet going. We got some big money transferring hands. So,
kids, don't do betting.
Don't, kids. If you're gonna bet on Canada Dry.
Dear. Oh wait.
Hang
on. Ready?
Smoke it, JFB.
You're just going like that, and I'm like, oh, okay, I better start clicking record.
Yeah, I'm clearly going to win this
Mm-hmm.
because my wrestling mind is Bret Hartish. You got Bret Hartish mind.
Bret Hartish, I love it.
That's a term what we've just coined. I have a Bret Hartish mind.
There you go. Right then, any final words before we head off?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my good friend Bad Take Cade, because I forgot in the beginning, and he needs to be mentioned every show because he's got some horrendous takes. Have you heard this guy's bad takes?
I have. Apparently, it's a full show with Bart.
We should do a bad take Cade show, just like it quotes that bad take Cade. When you see a bad take Cade quote, you just let's screenshot it and we'll save it for a show.
Oh, there we go. It might be about a 4-hour show.
All right, guys. Like we lost somebody recently that was part of our group, Ryan Adams, and it's really tough. So just remember that if you're down, reach out. Don't suffer in silence. Reach out, because somebody out there loves you, and it's probably me. It's probably Liam. It's probably one of us in the group. Just reach out to us, because if we don't know, we can't help you. So just reach out to us, because we'd rather hear you tell us about your problems than have to suffer the news of your death. So with that, put your fist in the air, put the devil in a sharpshooter, and just keep fighting.